So the Labour right are continuing to make up lies for literally no reason at all. Client journalist Jessica Elgott tweeted this. New, 3 years ago, Starmers' new team walked into Lotto finding revolutionary flags, shredded documents and a sleeping bag. Now they believe they are 3/4 of the way through their time and are betting on a May 2024 election. So first off, why are they even talking about this? It's irrelevant. Just get on with the job of being in opposition. Jeremy Corbyn generally lives rent-free in their heads, and they really need to talk to a professional, I think. However, this story is completely made up. Alex Nuns has the receipts. I was in the Lotto office late on the last day. Here's a photo. We left the place neat and tidy. For Starmer's team to brief snide comments about us leaving it in a state is rather galling, considering A, it's bollocks, and B, most staff were told not to come as lockdown had begun. So here you can see some of the other photos. I don't see a sleeping bag anywhere. Now, since the truth of this has come to light, you'd expect these people would have some kind of shame or embarrassment. Nope. Starmer's team decided to keep on lying. Here's another tweet from another client journalist, this time Paul Wall. Aides say the recent move out of Labour HQ in Victoria was like a shredding of the skin of the Corbyn years. The toilets didn't flush, the stink of piss didn't smell of winner. My God, these people are so cringe. Is the next slogan going to be, Labour, we smell like winners? Now these lot actually smell like a bunch of piss-boiled gammons. The thought of Magic Grandpa makes them soil themselves of urine, because that is the only thing they ever think of. Now in the same thread, we also have this. Starmer allies are withering about privately educated Corbyn aides. Labour was just a fashion accessory to them. It was their political Gucci bag. Keir came along and told these people, this party doesn't belong to you, it belongs to the working people of this country. So, Labour under Corbyn was funded mostly by ordinary people, with wealthy backers fleeing the party. In fact, Labour were richer than the Tories. They raised £55 million in the 2017 election, which is £10 million more than the Tories, with £16.1 million coming directly from individual members. It's almost as if people power politics gets you money from people instead of big business. Now, under Starmer, those wealthy backers have returned, whilst hundreds of thousands of members have been kicked out or left. Here's an example. Lord Sainsbury has decided to come back to Labour with a nice £2 million donation. Not only that, but we have seen candidate selections where trade unionists and grassroots members have been blocked, whilst corporate lawyers, health profiteers are being parachuted in. This is Praful Nugund. He is being eyed up to replace Jeremy Corbyn as Labour's Islington North candidate. Praful is the managing director of Create Fertility, a private health firm. So Jeremy Corbyn, lifetime unionist, fighter against privatisation, especially in the NHS, could be replaced with someone who profits from healthcare. Is that a party that belongs to working people, Keir? This is Alex Towers. He is Director of Policy and Public Affairs at BT. He has applied to be a Labour candidate for Scarborough and Whitby. At the same time, Lauren Townsend, a Labour councillor and a trade unionist for the CWU, has been blocked in Milton Keynes. So to be clear, the CWU are literally in dispute with BT. Yet we have Starmer's Labour allowing a BT lobbyist to apply for candidacy while blocking a councillor who's supporting striking workers against BT. Yet they have the audacity to call Corbynism middle class, while Starmer and his bunch of toe rags are real working class Labour. Yeah, there's nothing working class like Labour refusing to back striking workers, welcoming big money donors and blocking trade unionists and multiple trade union backed candidates to stand. Now the bigger problem we have here is the blue tick melts who masquerade as journalists willfully bleating this rubbish out with no critical analysis. Now I debunked these Starmer lies with literally just Google and Twitter in about 30 minutes. I didn't need inside access, a fat wage and a huge corporate media platform to work that out. But that's the point. It's not the ineptness of these people as to why they spread lies. It's a decision. Because it's against socialists and the left, it's fair game because we are not seen as serious political actors. Now, to be blunt here, I hate the Labour right more than the Tories. And I'm sure people will say, well, I'm somehow a Tory. But it's not actually a controversial statement. Both the Labour right and the Tories have remarkably similar politics. Now, overall, Tory ideology and Tory policies are obviously worse than the Labour Party, but as individual people, as individual humans, I think the Labour right are worse than many individual Tory MPs. Now, don't get me wrong, We've seen Conservative MPs willing to tear chunks out of each other, but never at this scale from the Labour right. Plus, the Tories usually do it as a means of keeping power. They are ruthless for a reason. But the Labour right constantly use vulgar lies against the left for literally no reason at all, apart from the fact that these lot are nasty bastards.